Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Logging from Scratch episode. So last time we were playing, we were just using our little mini excavator to clean up some of these giant logs that we had laying around. So I think we're just going to kind of continue cleaning that up. We still got to plow out this entire section of the mill. So some of these trees that are closer to this side, I think I'm just going to pile where we've already cut out the ground here. But let's hop in and go for a little whirl. Let's see. These big guys were becoming quite violent. I think what I'll do is I'll just make them in little groups, like on the road, because we're kind of over here now. We might as well squish this guy in. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these kind of right here. And whoop. Pile these guys up over here, and then we still have a whole bunch of plowing to do before we can get this mill put in here. But like I said, the bonus is we do get $5,000 if we do get this done. So that's nice. On our way to buying our own stuff here. I'm still gotta get used to this small claw. There we go. So after we get the mill clearance, then we can move on to some other projects here. Oh, just gotta adjust my world. There we go. We didn't cut all these 100% perfectly even, as I can see, but that's okay. We can make it work one way or another. Put this guy over here. Yeah, and then, like I said, this should be a big enough area to support the mill that I want to put in here. It is a extremely large mill. It's actually had some upgrades recently, so... So we should be able to get a little bit more money for our wood, and it should be a little bit easier to put the wood into the mill with the new mill setup that we have. So let's grab this one. I think I'm going to change my angle here a bit. Now the question is, how do we want to transport this back to the mill? I mean, we very well could just throw it on the truck and try to move it with that. The wood is a lot lighter than it used to be, so I don't think it would be too much of an issue to move it with the truck. I'm just going to start another pile here on this side for the bigger stuff. And we'll grab this one and this one. Actually, we can probably grab that other little piece. Do I even want that other little piece? It's pretty small. That is a teeny weeny piece. Actually, these ones I'm going to put here. Alright, let's grab that. What is this? Is this actually... Oh, it is a full-size piece. I thought it was just like a little scrap. I was like, I don't think I want that. But we better take that one. Like I said, half the battle of doing these clearance contracts is we get the money for doing the actual clearance. And that's important to our well-being as a financial planner in the game here now. Let's go put this one at the back. And this one. And then we just got that one roadside over there to clean up. I wonder if I can get two of these in one grab. Oh yeah, we got it. Whether it stays in there is a whole other story, but... Yeah, we'll just pile this over here. And these big pieces are cool. These big pieces are going to be worth a lot of money, though. And then we can get rich, 50-cent style. Get rich or die trying. Alright, so let's get all of these. Oops. Oh, this tree's getting frisky with me here. I thought I ran you over. There we go. Stay down, tree. Cool hand Luke of trees right here. Let's see if I can get all of these, actually. I just realized this grapple's actually pretty decent size. We should be able to grab quite a few. Whoops. Let's lock that. So if I do any more of those violent turns like I just did, we don't throw our logs across the universe. How about it? There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, and then once we get really rolling here, we'll be able to maybe purchase some bigger, crazier equipment and get some bigger logging done. Let's go put this guy back here. And like I said, the reason I'm just piling this up is it's going to be so much easier to transport it. It's all in one place. And then once we start plowing and stuff, it'll be nice to have all this out of the way. Because it is kind of annoying having it just laying around. There's a big stick in the ground. I think this is 2 pieces. I'm not going to bring this back to that pile. We're going to start a new pile. Is that all of it? Oh, there's more. But wait, there's more. Grab this. Oops. I was trying to think of a topic of the day, but I don't have anything off the top of my head I can think of. I haven't had anybody really give me any good topics of the day in a while, so... oh, there we go. Oh, beautiful. It has been a minute for the topic of the day. I just run out of subjects. I even looked online. I'm like, what's something to talk about? Well, something that's not too controversial. There's a few controversial subjects we could discuss, but I don't know. I don't really want to start, especially people in the comments. I don't want people battling with each other over who's right and wrong about subjects. I mean, I don't really care that much if you guys really want to have an open discussion, but some of those can get pretty darn ugly, let me tell you. That's a big piece. Okay. Let's put this guy over here. And we'll do the same for all of these. Wow, it's actually a big tree. Big tree. Oops. And we'll grab this one. Plug that down there. Oh, I got a topic of the day. How about this? Sorry, I have to talk about something. I'm like, man, I don't got anything to talk about this episode. We're just logging now. So recently, on Disney Plus, well, not recently. Once Disney Plus launched, this will actually be in the past now, but The Mandalorian, which is like a Star Wars series, came out. And it's really sweet. I love it. I watched the first episode, but then the next episode wasn't ready to be released. So I told myself, the heck with it. You know what? I'm going to wait till they're all out, and then I'm just going to binge watch it. So that made me think just now. I'm like, well, that'd make a good topic of the day. Is what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer following the style of, wait for the next episode, get excited, wait for the next episode? Or do you prefer to wait for a whole series to come out and then just binge watch it all so that there's no stopping? You can just keep feeding your inner want for the next episode. That's a good one. I think a lot of people enjoy the whole week-to-week thing. And I used to when I was younger, like, oh, I'm so excited for next week because there's a new episode of this coming out. I'm so stoked. But as I got older, it's like I don't have the time anymore to plan my attack on like, oh, there's a new series. It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. I got to be there because I never know when I'm working, so I'm always all over the place. So I never plan for events. I never plan for anything like that. So now, like I said, now that I'm older and I'm an adult and I have a, bigger, better job, I kind of just go, well, I'll wait for it to all come out and then I can watch it when I have the time. If I have a day off or something and I want to get into a series, I can just go then and just plow through it. Makes it a little more fun. And like I said, then you're doing it on your time. You're not waiting. You're not missing stuff. The hardest part, I think, of doing the binge watching style, though, is spoilers, because everybody I know watches a lot of the same series as that I do. And it's like, they're like, did you see that episode where this happened? And it's like, well, no, but now I know that happened. Thanks. It's pretty funny. Okay, so what we need to do as well is we need to clean up these little stumpy bits. So we're going to go like this. Since we don't have a forestry grinder yet. I say yet. I'm just going to throw these right over here because I don't really care. And we're going to grab this one. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys like to do? Do you guys like that same kind of process, or do you prefer to do the weekly cry? Let's see here. These big ones, I don't know if I'll be able to get them out of the ground or not. Oh, maybe. A little bit lower. Oh, that's a little bit of a cut. Oh, okay. Well, that one got vaporized. Perfect. Don't have to worry about that. Let's see here. What else we got? I'm sure we'll find them all once we're plowing. Just be like, oh, there's one. Oh, there's one. I mean, I don't really care about these bits anyway, but... let's see here. Scanning. Oh, here's one. Here's another big one. Let's get right down in the good stuff. Still getting used to my new, so you guys will probably notice as of this episode, or maybe as of a couple series episodes ago, this FOV is tighter on my screen now. So it's a little bit zoomed in a bit. Like, you'll notice everything seems a little bit fast when I'm turning. But I find for operating in my machine with my monitors, it's so much nicer to have this much of a, like, close view. Because before I was really, like, set back a lot. In first person, I wish I could set a different FOV for for walking around than I could for inside the machine. That would be so nice. Because my inside a machine, I like to be zoomed right in a little bit closer because it works with my monitors. But outside of the machine, I like to have a huge FOV so I can see everything that's going on. But unfortunately, you can't separate the two in this game, so that's life. But this is my favorite FOV. Like, I like this big, like, it's really big, kind of zoomed in feeling. Because that feels like I'm actually kind of, like, in the cab. Like, I'm really close to everything. If I zoom back a bit, I mean, you got to remember, when you're operating joysticks with your monitors in front of you, you're already so far removed from the cab, like in a scale sense, right? So to add even more space with a wider FOV just makes it worse. All right, so let's do this. I'm actually just going to start plowing right about here, I think. We can actually do this in first person if we want. Oh, I think I found a stump. There it is. There's the stump. We're going to find a lot of stumps, I have a feeling. Oh, there we go. Vaporized. Vaporized is my new favorite word. I literally like that word. Vaporized. All right. Feels weird having a... Oh, there's another one. My God, look at all these stumps. Add another one. Man, it's going to be one of those days, I see. Stump day. Population us. Oh, man. That's a big one here. Oops. Jeez. It's my first day with my new hands here. There we go. Oh, whatever. We'll plow right through that now. I wish this thing would just uproot the stumps or, like, rip them out of the ground. That'd be so cool. But this game's not that good yet. I say yet because you never know, but... I could just plow out this in here, too, if we really wanted to. I think I'm just going to plow to the edge for now, and then if we want to clean out the barn or shed area, we can do that. We're clearing... Oops. Oh, my goodness. How can I tuck this away? Oops. Don't want to do too much of what I'm doing here. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we're going to plow up to here and call that section good. And we're going to go this way, actually. That'll probably be better. It's the only difference between using a excavator for plowing is that you got to watch your boom. Because your boom and stick have a tendency of getting in the way. Here, let's actually put this up here out of our view so we don't have to worry about it out here. Do-do-do-diddly-do. I'm starting to think this job wasn't worth $5,000. But maybe the wood clearance that we got from it's worth it. Oh, what did I hit there? Another stump. Might as well get that out of the way. Stump City. hate these things. I wish it wouldn't fall off by turning too quickly. I wish it would stick to you a little bit better when you pick up an object. Oh, I missed that little spot right there. It's like lawn mowing. You just got to keep rocking it, man. Just freaking give her. So yeah, after we get this cleared, we can finally put the mill down and then make the money. Oh, hey, we got to take some money off for our loan, which is getting down there, 59,000. So 35. There we go. I think we'll get a copious amount of money from this wood now, so I think that'll be quite nice. That'll definitely help us a bit. Then we can start buying our own equipment. That's what I'm kind of excited for, to just own our own stuff so we don't have to lease them for jobs. I really do want to buy a buncher, some form of a buncher, because we're going to need one coming up here pretty quick for some road building projects. So we have road building projects, and we got some hydro line projects. We have some tree topping projects. There's all kinds of interesting things coming up here. How we're going to do them, that's going to be a whole nother thing, but I think it'll be all right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to plow right past the front of this section, I think. So I'm just going to kind of carve my edge out here. We're going to raise our blade up a bit. And then we're just going to do a straight line right here. Looks like I can get pretty close to that side because my boom's not on that side. And then we'll just kind of do a little bit of a straight carve through the middle here. If we were farmers, we could turn this into a field. Just kidding. I would never do that. Come on now. I actually thought about making a cow farm on a map, but I talked myself out of it because I'm a logger. What would be cool is if I could find another person, like, I don't know whether, like, maybe another YouTuber or something, that had their series going, and then, like, if they had areas they needed logged out to build a farm, I could do the logging, they could do the farming side, and just kind of hop back and forth. That would be a cool series. Maybe one day. You just never know. This is an interesting area. It's not very straightforward logging in here. It's all over the place. Just a tad messy. And then we can go up here. This is where it's going to get a little funky because my boom's going to start hitting into things here if I'm not careful. So I'm going to do kind of a weird plow line here. Actually, let's tilt our head this way. And we'll go like this. There we go. Now our boom's not in the way. And we can work out this side window. The cool thing about this little mini excavator is there is no... It doesn't really have a big counter on the back, like a big counterweight on the back side of it. So you can really turn super sharp and not hit anything behind you. On the bigger machines, you have that big counterweight on the back, right? So when you turn, you're smashing into things. You gotta be careful. I'm just going to finish plowing this one little area, and then we should be good. Then we'll continue the rest after. At least it's a nice, clean little bit of ground. There we go. All purty. Actually, I'm just going to run this right out to the edge here. Do one more little line back, and we'll just leave it parked next to our pile. Excellent. Well, we're slowly getting there. We still got a little bit of playing around to do here, but it's It's slowly coming together. There we go. All right, we're just going to leave this bad boy parked here. Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much all we have to do for that part. Now we just need to go back and forth and plow out this pile here. And then, like I said, I think I'm going to recess the mill back into here a bit. So the back end of the mill will be here. It'll still stick out really far into this section, but I think it'll be quite nice. It'll look better anyways. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it on that. So if you guys liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Do not forget to subscribe. And if you're in the bush, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.